Welcome back to Love TV's Evening News. The September Celebrations Committee has changed its name to the National Celebrations Commission and today announced its plans for this year's September celebrations in a press conference at the House of Culture. Diane Haylock, alternate chairman, explained firstly on the change of title.
The Commission is moving into a role which looks at all our official national celebrations and to see how we could upgrade those events as time goes by. And so the National Celebrations Commission is responsible then for not just organizing the September celebrations events, but the other national celebrations that make a part of our annual public holidays calendar. We basically thought that it was important to get the information out there early enough because we want to build up the momentum to the September celebrations this year.
In 2010, Belize celebrates its 29th year of independence and 212th anniversary of the Battle of St. George's Key. The first activity for the 2010 celebrations announced by the Commission was the official launch of the September celebrations at St. George's Key on August 29th.
On the 3rd of September, there is the annual Francis Renaud concert. On the 4th of September will be the Carnival King and Queen Commission, the Carnival King and Queen competition, as well as the Queen of the Bay pageant. There's also there's supposed to be a night concert on the 9th of September. The 10th, of course, takes place on the 10th, and that the official ceremony will be followed by the usual parade, and this will end at the municipal fair, which I understand is supposed to be at the MCC grounds once more again. Yeah. Carnival Road March, my favorite activity, is on the 11th of September. The 18th and 19th is the BCCI Expo 2010. The evening of the 19th is the National Ecumenical Service, and that will be hosted by Wesley Church. On the 20th is the flag raising ceremony, and on the 21st, of course, it's Independence Day. You know that the 20th flag raising ceremony is done in Belize City at the Memorial Park, but the Independence Day celebration, as we did last year, will be celebrated in our capital city of Belmopan.
Part of the national celebrations also includes the National Collection, 29 artists, 29 works, 29 years. Greg Vernon, director of the Institute of Creative Arts, explains.
This national collection by the National Institute of Culture that belongs to the people of Belize will be going on tour throughout the country of Belize, starting Corozal to Toledo. This will be open June 2nd in Corozal, ends the 15th. Each location will have 2 weeks in displaying this national collection.
On the 15th of September, the Commission is also introducing the Night of Young Patriots. Nigel Encalada, Director of Institute of Social and Cultural Research, explains.
In a spirit of getting young people involved, we're introducing what is called the Night of Young Patriots. In collaboration with the Ministry of Education, schools from each district across the country will be asked to participate in a two-hour event at the Bliss, which is to be televised nationally, where the best 12 groups from across the country, representing all the districts, will be asked to present traditional original pieces that reflect the various genres in terms of reflecting Belize's patriotism, nationalism, concepts of tradition, and national pride. These will be in the form of song, dance, skits, poems, monologues, and so on.
The Commission is also introducing a new event on the calendar this year with a tribute to Belizean patriots on the 16th. The children's rally is set for the 17th. The song competition was also open today and will be featuring two categories, patriotic and carnival. Entries should be in by June 30th, after which a process of elimination will take place, culminating with the finals on August 21st. As of today, the public is also invited to enter the team competition, and entries should be in by June 18th. The prize for the winning team is $1,000. Entries for both competitions can be sent at septembercelebrationsbze@yahoo.com. The Commission also announced that government has allocated a budget of $500,000 for this year's celebration.
On Tuesday, the ruling United Democratic Party issued a press release in which it stated it has been dominating the village council elections. According to the UDP, in elections held this past Sunday, the party won 26 of the villages out of the total 35. One of those villages is Billy White, where the UDP won the chairmanship and 5 councillor seats. The People's United Party has since sent a letter to Chairman of the Elections and Boundaries Commission, Alberto August, protesting those results. In the letter sent by Orlando Habet, the chair of the PUP Western Caucus, he cites several instances of irregularities. Among them, Habet says on election day, the elections clerk met with the 2 chairperson candidates and they decided to extend the voting time up to 3 o'clock. He says about 2 hours into the voting process, the elections clerk was influenced and convinced that he was wrong in changing the time, and so the time was reverted to 1 o'clock, which caused confusion among voters. Habet goes on to speak of PUP supporters who were not allowed to vote. He reports that after the votes were counted and accounted for, an additional ballot which decided the chairmanship of the village mysteriously appeared. Love News could not speak with the chairman of the Elections and Boundaries Commission, Alberto August, as he is out of the country. We spoke with Chief Elections Officer Ruth Main, who told us she had not seen a copy of the letter in question and so could make no comment. She said, however, that the process over the past few weeks has been going well. The final village council elections are scheduled to be held on June 6th.
A new Scouts group has joined the national movement. Our Orange Walk Bureau Chief Manuela Ayuso has the story from Corozal Town.
The largest Scout group in the Corozal district was invested today during a ceremony at the Corozal Methodist Church. The group of 32 is now a part of a 2,000-member strong Scout movement in Belize. The Corozal Methodist School Scout group began just over a year ago, and school principal Lucy Dugal called today's occasion historic for the school.
Many things happening. It's good, especially the young people, to have the children then involved in things that that will help our society, and in the end of it will contribute a lot to our community.
Scout leader and teacher of Corozal Methodist, Lucy Hernandez, says that as members of the Scouting movement, the children ages 8 to 13 will be able to develop spiritually, physically, and mentally. He spoke with us today about his plans for this group.
We are aiming towards a national camp, which will be held from the 12th to the 17th of July at Camp Open. Last year we participated in only 6 scouts, and this year we are planning to go all out for it. That is our main goal for this year, and especially after this scout congressional service.
What are some of the other activities that this scout group will be taking part in throughout the course of the year?
We are going to be involved in a family function, day that will be hosted on the 25th of May at this area, 4 Mile Lagoon. We're going to be having a camp out. Then Sunday we're going to dedicate it for our family function day, since the church itself does not allow us to participate in other functions representing the school on Sundays. However, family functions are acceptable, so we are going to host that.
What will these children be learning as a part of the school, and what will be the benefits to the school?
They will, first of all, they will be learning to cook. They will be more independent and as an outer place. They will be learning to do some math, and we're going to reinforce the Scout's law, which is very important for them to keep in mind throughout their daily lives. towards the school. We're planning to adopt one of the areas in the school as a community work from the Scouts.
While the children are enthusiastic to be a part of Scouting, recruiting leaders continue to be a problem. Scouts Field Executive and Director of Training is Orlando Garcia.
I must say that interesting enough is that the young people are willing to join, but there seems to be a scarce commodity in adult leadership. There are not many adults throughout this country who want to volunteer time to lead these young people to become a better person. If we could only have the adults commit themselves to give a few hours to our Scouting program, we can have a better Belize.
Reporting for Love News from Corozal Town, I am Manuela Ayuso.